Bozz. Mbak dah tahu level Pak pasti Bozz. Rian. Siap cancing si bintang ji, neng. Apa? Bocil man.
Dia paling clean. Mahal. Apa namanya?
Pemain paling sering guna no.
And the promise of a match that will really get the interest in.
Peter Curry, and thanks to me providing insights will be
Jangan live lah. Kan? Pemain paling sering guna tuh.
Expectations to the fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon.
Certainly feels friendly to be deleted. The atmosphere, absolutely that's of a premium cost. Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. Searching passes played there. Caligaris claims Costa.
Pedri.
To the right. And it's
Lewandowski.
And here's Rashford. Jim, who do you pick out as the 10th individual today? Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not about his finishing though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable. Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. Mkhitaryan. Christensen tapped out the pass. Bernal. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers took text about their respective involvement. Pedri has the space to scheme. And he's
there to clear it.
And
that has been cleared.
And here's
Pedri. Yamal.
Oh,
such a clever touch. Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Cuts
it back.
Thuram.
Now what about a counter-attack?
Oh, there's a probing
ball.
To
Calhanoglu.
Mkhitaryan.
Well, a goal here just before half-time would be a great deal.
Well, that
Tackle is certainly sturdy.
Can he get in this? Now
There's a fine ball.
This looks promising. He's shifting things here.
จี้แกลง
Barcelona with the ball. There first. pretty, but it gets the job done. Into the line. Looking to go forward now.
Play.
So another team it's certainly been for the lack of try. Reflections on the first half? Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed. Do you think of it? Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half time. Back on the way then. Inter really can count themselves not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that. It's very confusing. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Challenge just a bit on the far side. The speed is slippery. The defence though able to hold on this time. Now it's Lewandowski. Threads one in. Now it's Lopez. Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's managed to get it all. For me, has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Very an attacking perspective. Okay. Well, I think it's a fair reflection we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that.
Not far, gun is still better. I got a chance to play the plug into. I'm fucking that yellow.
That has been clear. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Look at him. When it's delivered like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. So Jim, the manager telling the ball that they must stay forward for now. Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. He wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nice touch. Delivered low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Shall he on the move? To Palovic. So intricate passing to progress the ball. Tries to pass it through. Martinez. Crosses it in.
Semua janji. Nak saya kata ramai.
There's no doubt they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Sing.
That is really good intensity. Second ball of the game. And now they can spring out the defence. Oh, good read. That's great position. Ferran Torres. That is good progress on the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's got away. Rafinha. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. He's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gavi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Space for him to turn and look. Just eases him off the ball. And it's been hooked away. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So it is that dreaded time, the time you realise that only penalties can decide it. Dumfries to get things going. One 0.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Rashford pondering where to put it. And he makes it one each. He had to, and he did. Lavelli is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Ferran Torres is the man who's second in line.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Inter Milan are looking to him to tie things up.
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Rafinha, the third man up. Firm, low, telling.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
This for parity. Made it look easy.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Fernandes is the fourth man to step forward for them.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion. So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
So straight into the action. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. And that is headed for the middle. Rabiot! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Martinez. Thuram. Topalovic. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings it. Oh, good climb. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Stupinian promptly onto that, and that is that. Jimenez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mkhitaryan. He has found the way through. Oh, that great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ricci. Jimenez. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And that's been intercepted. Martinez stood his ground. And Martinez! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
He is through here. Thuram! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ricci. Oh, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Real chance here. Header! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Inter Milan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the through ball. Now it's Martinez. So no flag here. And a chance! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for options. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Jimenez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And he is dashing away.
There they go, hunting again.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Vrij gets across to intercept that. Çalhanoğlu. Gabia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And they win it back again. Mkhitaryan.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's found a way past. And another try! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Martinez. Topalovic. Rabiot. Martinez! And that's a tidy finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he whips it across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. And he getting up there! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish and we're done. Inter Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Martinez, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's
Danny Olmo!
It's hit the upright, and that would have been some goal.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
De Jong. Now it's Rashford, looking tidy in possession here. Decent chance! And no mistake.
2-0, and in next to no time. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of shapes to shoot!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
De Jong really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Balde. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's had it taken off him. Gyökeres. Now it's Havertz. Martinelli picks it up out wide. He's on it, can he get away? Havertz puts a cross in, and that should get the job done. Now it's Rashford.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Havertz. Looking for options for movement. Rice. There's the shot! Danny Olmo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinelli. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Big chance! That's got him rattled. Gabriel. And it's Rice. Havertz is onto this. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's been played through. He's in a great position here. Real chance. Rashford! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's slung out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Merino. Madueke. Merino. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been cut short. That's been cut out, well played. Balde cuts out the pass. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that is indeed the final act. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. The second half is up and running. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Merino. Martinelli. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that is well cleared. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. And he plays one through. And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rashford being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Havertz. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Merino. And the shot's on here. Looking for the run. Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Throw it. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. De Jong. That's good running with the ball. And here's Rashford. Now it's Dani Olmo. He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Martinelli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Rashford.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Arsenal are down to 10 men, so a Barcelona free kick. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
A sharp pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's picked out the run. He's onside. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what... And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Rashford, very much the hero in this. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Space for him to turn and look. Crossed it. Getting up there! And it's been hooked away. Lewandowski. Now it's Lopez. Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Calafiori. It's a goal kick. Trossard, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a cute ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly